So there's a lot of positive things in transit right now that are occurring, but it is the challenge of finding drivers.
As Winnipeg looks to add new bus routes this year, new data is showing the beginning of 2024 has been a bumpy ride as the city struggles to retain staff. The city says that as of February 23rd, 13 new operators have been hired, but 23 have already retired or resigned. This comes as the city looks to expand service routes to Castleberry Meadows and Waterford Green, Aurora, Prairie Point, and Sage Creek.
We can hire 100 people, but it just seems like about 100 retire.
Chair of the city's Public Works Committee, Janice Lukes, is optimistic that the routes will start to run as planned this September. If not enough operators are hired, though, she says plans may change. The city's preliminary multi-year budget does increase the transit subsidy from $102 million in 2023 to $133 million by 2027 to pay for several initiatives, including the new routes.
If we get drivers, it will happen. If we can't find enough drivers, it won't happen. We can't move the bus unless we have a driver.
Amalgamated Transit Union Canada President Djan says it's a similar situation across the country.
The wages aren't keeping up with the cost of living right across the country. The expectations from transit workers is much greater than it ever been. Adhering to schedules, having to deal with things like assaults on our transit systems.
The city has taken steps to combat its recruitment and retention issue, including deploying its new transit safety team, agreeing on a new collective agreement, and reducing the length of its hiring process. As the city works on retaining and recruiting staff, Councillor Brian Mays has created a motion to have councillors notified about cancellations and service disruptions to bus routes. Mays says the notification would allow councillors to better inform their constituents about significant service changes to routes.
It kind of comes out of frustration from residents calling me earlier this year about frequent cancellations of the 59 bus, one of the express buses, and then found out when I talked to our city staff that the bus was just on a do not operate sort of schedule, like they just didn't have the staff. So for an extended period of time, essentially this route didn't exist.
If we can't supply the service because we don't have the resources, it is a crisis.
In Winnipeg, Djan, City News.